Hello friends, welcome back to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we'll be doing a performance test comparison of three powerful devices in the mid-range segment, or rather the slightly premium segment. With the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip, we have the Nothing Phone 2 launched with the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip. Then we have the OnePlus 11R, a slightly older device launched 4-5 months back, again with the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. And we also have the recently launched iQOO Neo 7 Pro. This is the cheapest device out the lot, less than 35,000 price segment. So we'll be doing a performance testing of these three devices to see which performs better and how good the performance is, like the CPU throttling test, the Geekbench test, the AnTuTu benchmarks test, the wildlife extreme stress test. So these are the three devices we are going to test, and let's see how they perform, and let's see how sustained performance they will be able to give. So that's a test we are going to do. So before getting into the video, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that red subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's begin. So now we have the three devices with us: the Nothing Phone 2, the OnePlus 11R, and the iQOO Neo 7 Pro. So let's just open the settings on all the three devices. So about phone, and here also. So you can see here Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, here also the same processor, and here these two devices, that's the Nothing Phone 2 as well as the iQOO Neo 7 Pro, has 12GB RAM, while this is 16 gigs of RAM. Now all of these have Android 13 out of the box, and the iQOO Neo 7 Pro is Fun Touch OS, while this is the Oxygen OS 13, and while the Nothing Phone 2 has Nothing OS 2.0.1. This is the latest version. So that's the UI of, or rather the hardware of these three devices. So let's open the CPU throttling app. That's the one we are going to do right now. So we are just opening on all the devices. So there you go. You can see in the options all are set to 20 threads, and test for 15 minutes. That's the one we're going to do. So we'll just save the values, and let's start the CPU throttling test of these three devices. So let's start here, and let's come back after the test is completed and see which device throttles the most and how far the throttling is. So that's the test we're going to do. So let's wait for this to complete. So by the way, the iQOO Neo 7 Pro has the monster mode, while the OnePlus 11R has the performance mode. There is no such mode on the Nothing Phone 2, so we haven't enabled that, but on other two devices we have enabled the performance mode. So now we completed the CPU throttling test, and you can see the throttling is 65% on the Nothing Phone 2. You can see here after a point it throttled actually. So max score is 355, and then you get average score and the minimum score. CPU throttling is 65%. The OnePlus 11R throttled towards the end of the test, and you can see here it is 85%, and the iQOO Neo 7 Pro came up to 86%. So actually in our last testing, the OnePlus 11R didn't have any throttling. So these synthetic benchmark and apps will not be exactly same. If you test it one more time, it might give you some other result, but over a period of time you can see that it's more or less I mean, when you compare it, you will get similar results. So this is 85, this is 86, and CPU throttling on the Nothing Phone 2 is 65%. So this round probably iQOO Neo 7 Pro wins by a small margin. So that was the throttling test, and let's also check the temperature. So 34 degrees here, 36 degrees on the 11R, and the Neo 7 Pro 34 degrees. So not much of difference, 34, 36 and 34. So that's the throttling test of these three devices. Next, let's move on to the wildlife stress test. So the next test would be the 3D Mark Wildlife Extreme Stress Test. So this is the stress test we are going to do. So it's a 20 loop test. So let's once again start the test and see how the performance is under extreme stress on these three devices. So now we completed the wildlife extreme stress test. So let's check the temperature. So 38 degrees right now. Here you can see here 42 degrees on the OnePlus 11R. In fact 43 degrees. And here you can see here 36 degrees. So both the Nothing Phone 2 and iQOO Neo 7 Pro has lesser temperature rise. In fact, if you look at the best loop score 2810, here it's 2774 and 2719. So the highest loop score is on the Nothing Phone 2, while the lowest loop score is again on 1695, 1777 and here 1499. So now stability is 60% on Nothing Phone 2, 64% on the OnePlus 11R and 54% on the iQOO Neo 7 Pro. So this round the OnePlus 11R takes the first place. Now also you can see that the drop in temperature from 67% it came up to 59%, so around 8% drop. Here you can see here almost 13% drop on the OnePlus 11R, and here you can see here just 7% drop on the iQOO Neo 7 Pro. It went up to 38 degrees, it went up to 43 degrees. Here also it went up to 40 degrees, but it cooled down quite quickly. Now the frames are quite similar on all the three devices. So that's the extreme wildlife extreme stress test. Let's move on to the Geekbench and also the AnTuTu benchmark scores. So next is the benchmark score. That's the synthetic benchmark score, the AnTuTu benchmark score. So Nothing Phone 2 we tried multiple times, we couldn't get more than 10,000 score. So this is the score we tried for Nothing Phone 2. Not more than that it's getting, but the OnePlus 11R is 12,91,000 and the iQOO Neo 7 Pro is 13 lakh, and all these three are using the AnTuTu benchmark version 10.0.1. so that's the test. So here we'll just show you the CPU score and the GPU score. You can see that this score doesn't actually mean anything, because these synthetic benchmark score differ when you test again, but then just to give you an idea about how the performance would be. More important thing is a storage test also. You can see here storage, the read write speed. We'll just test this again. So we'll just test everything now. So all of the three devices have UFS 3.1 storage support. Now the RAM is slightly different here. The iQOO Neo 7 Pro and the Nothing Phone 2 have LPDDR5 RAM, while the OnePlus 11R has LPDDR5X RAM. But other than that, you can see that the storage test is also pretty good. The Nothing Phone 2 wins here, 77,000 compared to 69,000 and then 73,000 on the iQOO Neo 7 Pro. So that's the testing here. You can see that Nothing Phone 2 wins. Now final test is the Geekbench test, and we'll see how good the score is on this device. So here again we'll test all the three devices and see how good the experience is. Let's come back after the test is complete. So now we have completed the Geekbench 6 result, and you can see here very similar score: 1750, 1712 and 1725. All the three devices have almost similar single core score, and even the multi-core score 4460, 4286 and 4454. So the Nothing Phone 2 wins by a small margin, but again we don't see much of a difference in terms of the synthetic benchmark score. So you can see the CPU information. Now all the three have the same CPU, and the RAM is the only one which differs. See, here we have 11GB RAM, this is 14.9 and this is 11.1. So that was the Geekbench test of these three devices. So that was the performance testing of the iQOO Neo 7 Pro with the Nothing Phone 2 and the OnePlus 11R. So you can see that performance isn't an issue on either of the devices. All the three devices performed exceptionally well. Great performance with the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip, and the software experience is what matters. We have the Nothing OS 2.0.1 on the Nothing Phone 2, while the OnePlus 11R has the Oxygen OS 13.1 and the iQOO Neo 7 Pro has the FunTouch OS 13. So all of these are Android 13 out of the box. But in terms of gaming, probably the iQOO Neo 7 Pro has the edge because it has additional game frame interpolation and some additional haptics also, which makes it slightly better for gamers. So that was the performance testing of these three devices. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.